The pain of sickle cell disease, excruciating, crippling.
Pain-wise, I always describe it as being hit by a Mack truck.
Every day for Deja Jackson is a guessing game on whether that pain will upend her life.
Drug-seeking woman kicked off a city bus for disrupting and disturbing passengers.
The disease is often misunderstood.
I have sickle cell. Okay,
while dramatized in hit shows like The Pit.
Joyce, is this your sickle cell pain?
Yes!
Just me.
For patients like Jackson, it's very much a reality.
The lack of education on sickle cell is very frustrating. I go into hospital stays having to educate doctors and nurses.
Today, there's growing concern that lack of knowledge could get even worse, with a key department getting cut at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Sickle cell disease has treatment, but no cure, an inherited disorder that affects red blood cells, which take on a shape akin to a crescent moon. That anomaly can even cause blood clots and organ damage, issues that worsen during a person's period.
I started birth control when I was 18 because my periods were so bad in high school. I'm like bent over, I'm throwing up. Like they started me with the depot shot. And I tried that for about, I think 2 to 3 doses, but I bled the entire time. And I mean heavy for like 6 months straight.
6 months?
Yes, 6 months. 6 months. It wasn't fun.
Sickle cell means Jackson's monthly period is not just painful, but excessive blood loss can land her in the ICU. Now, at 28, she says multiple doctors have prescribed numerous birth control treatments over the years, but many of these medications come with their own health risks. That's where the CDC comes in. Doctors who treat at-risk groups, like those with sickle cell, rely on up-to-date guidance from public health officials to stay safe. But the team behind that guidance was recently fired.
This work exists nowhere else, and these individuals specialize in this area. Without their presence, the work stops.
Dr. Lee Warner recently retired from his role as chief of the CDC's Women's Health and Fertility Branch. They establish which birth control methods are safe for patients with various medical conditions.
What role do you think this will have on women in the United States?
It puts their health at severe risk.
Their latest guidance found hormonal contraception containing estrogen and progestin present an unacceptable health risk for people with sickle cell disease, and the unit was also responsible for spreading the word.
We actually plan to do a roadshow of the guidelines in the late fall and throughout the spring.
Is that roadshow happening?
No. That is not happening.
That information never reached Jackson, who did not know her current combination of contraception could be dangerous.
That has the progestin and the estrogen in it.
Hearing about it from us for the first time.
The CDC did previously find that might be risky for patients with sickle cell like yourself.
So I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that. I kind of just hope that my doctor knows a lot and kind of just steers me in the right direction.
When asked about the future of the now disbanded CDC unit and guidelines, an HHS official tells NBC News the restructuring consolidates maternal and child health programs into the new administration for a healthy America, and that the reorganization aims to streamline operations and maximize resources, but did not say specifically if the work Dr. Warner's unit did would be continued.
We've heard from the head of Health and Human Services saying that there might be some redundancies in agencies that focus on things like what you did, maternal health. Mm-hmm. What would you say to that?
I think it's a fair question to look at the possible duplication of activities across the government. However, in this case, especially with this branch, the expertise is not redundant. It's the women of reproductive age who are going to be the most severely hurt.
We spoke with a team member at the CDC's Division of Reproductive Health, and they say this research was saving lives.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder if now you feel like your life is at risk.
I would say yes. I'm very terrified. I can't lie. I am terrified of how healthcare is going to go with all of these cuts being made.
Jackson hoping the cuts to this team don't cut short her chances at a healthy life. Zinclair Samoa, NBC News, Westland, Michigan.